sneaky long kick of the footy, Max, and he bombs away, all the way.
The captain of the Melbourne Football Club, Max Gawn.
Oh, welcome back to Melbourne and into the studio, Max. How are you?
Thank you. A sneaky good kick of the football. I don't think it's sneaky anymore.
Just a good kick.
I think it's just a good kick.
Couldn't kick last week, though.
No, and still can't. That's the one thing I've got to tick off at some point this week. I'm hoping to delay it as long as I can.
Okay, well, let's just deal with that straight away. Do you think you will be available for the weekend?
Goody picked me last night on the press conference, which has put a lot of pressure on the ankle. So,
Are you D answer? Because according to the Herald Sun, it is D end of the road.
yeah, which is harsh because last week we were back into premiership favourites, and then this week we're the end of the road. So I get it. Then the narrative at this time of the year is really good. Any team that loses in and around that 8, it's game over. And any team that wins, it's like, oh, wow, they're back. So teams were equal with Doggies and Hawthorn just outside the 8. And Doggies and Hawthorn are all the rage at the moment.
Yeah, premiership favourites.
Everyone's talking about both those teams, and we're equal with them, and it's the end of the road for us. But we got to get our game going. Freo seem to be at Achilles' heel at the moment. We lost them by 92 at the middle of the year and then 60 yesterday.
What happened yesterday? What was the wash up? Because it was comprehensive without sounding rude to you, but they gave you a touch
Well, it's
up.
not rude to Max. I mean, if anything, it's a compliment to Max.
They would have been a lot better with you out there, but you weren't there. What happened?
I like to think I'm a 60-point difference. I don't think I am. I don't think I am. Did you do this game? No.
I watched it. I wasn't doing it, no.
You did the other 8 games of the week.
Correct.
It was a crazy weekend for you.
Thank you.
No, look, their clearance work, it was just phenomenal. They won the first 14 clearances, which is a hard thing to watch from in the box. And then we were 20-odd points down in the start of the fourth quarter, and I think the clearances was like 40-6. So it's pretty good to be able to be competitive with that sort of clearance rate, which shows a bit of our game around the clearance stuff's not going too bad. But, yeah, we just got smashed by it. And they are number one. And they've been number one all year at clearance work, and they just got a hold of us.
That genuinely reeks, Will, of no ruckman, though. When you're getting touched up around the footy like that with clearances.
Yeah, and not just that you don't have a ruckman, but that they have 2.
Yeah.
Like, it seems a bit unfair. You're not even going up against a team that just has one good ruckman.
And you gave them one.
Yeah, they've got like a spare ruckman.
It was a rough week for rucks at our football club last week because no one got picked and no one played, and they won, and the guys that played in the ruck looked pretty good in there. So the 4 rucks that didn't get picked, we got a sort of head on the ground. This week, I think we'll have our chests out and we're like, yeah, we are rucks. Pick us. So hopefully,
Can I ask about Freo? Because I'm curious about Fremantle, because I consider them to be the far western Bulldogs because there's such a Bulldogs connection. Simon Garlick, Matthew Boyd, Bob Murphy, all at Fremantle. Yep. Are they legit, Freo?
Any on the field? No. Just a bit of off-field connection. Okay. Yeah, they are. They multiple times in the box, the coaches would say how well they set up defensively. We just couldn't really move the ball on them. They got some super play. Like I said, Sarong and Brayshaw and Darcy and Jackson, that combination in the midfield just blitzed us. They've been doing it all year. Sarong's a little gun. We went in with so many tactics about like calming down Sarong. And the first quarter, he had 11 touches and 5 clearances. He was able to beat them all. So, yeah, they are. They still chuck in like a loss to Hawthorn last week, which keeps you. When we're going into the game, we're still a chance. But yeah, I think they should finish top 4 and at least win a home final.
They've had a lot of improvement across the board, though. Hayden Young's gone through the midfield. He's become a really good player. Some of the forwards, Tracy and Miss, have started to emerge, and the back line's really steady. So for a side that goes under the radar, probably for the fact that they are so far away from Melbourne and we don't give them a whole lot of credit, they are sneaky good.
Yeah, and no one goes under the radar in WA if you're a WA team. So Freo will be on every paper every single day. Like, they'll be getting talked about. So the pressure will be high over there. But every time they come to Melbourne, everyone will be like, I'm not sure if these guys can do it. And it's a great chance for them to come over and beat teams. I'm not sure if they got many Melbourne trips left, but yeah, they're a side you probably want to avoid in this back end.
Want to see more from the D's? And don't forget to subscribe up here.